Hey guys, it's Michael. Today is your Monday, May 25th, stimulus check and stimulus package update. And between states reopening, schools reopening, travel bans in the US, and vaccine developments, we have a lot of information to cover today. Today what we're going to do is we're first going to start off by going over the financial and economic news, and then we're going to get into a couple of questions I've had about the second stimulus package. But before we get started, I want to announce that we're doing a giveaway today with $50 in free stocks. We're going to give that away to one of you. All you need to do to be eligible is like the video down below, be subscribed to the channel, and comment down below the 3 stocks I mentioned in today's video. I'll say stock number 1 is this, stock number 2 is this, and stock number 3. You just have to comment down below all 3 of those stocks, be subscribed, and like the video. So let's just jump right into it, and let's get into the key financial and economic news. As of last night, the U.S. officially banned travel from Brazil. As of May 23rd, Brazil has 310,000 confirmed cases of the virus, which is the 3rd highest number of confirmed cases in the world. It's the 3rd highest country with the most cases in the world. Moving on, let's get into houses of worship and how they are reopening worldwide. Currently, they're facing tough decisions on if they should reopen, if they should do online services still. On Sunday, congregations across the U.S. still were using Facebook and YouTube Live, and they're also holding their services in parking lots. But pastors have been sharing plans for returning to in-person services in the weeks ahead while deciding how to do this safely. We've been seeing that churches in other states, with Georgia, they've opened up and they had to shut back down again because people got the virus. In addition to this, similar things happened in Germany this past week. So it's going to be interesting to see how houses of worship open back up again, especially since Donald Trump is saying that they are considered essential services and they have to open back up. So we'll see how that goes. Next up is with vaccines that are currently being developed for the virus. We all know of the company Moderna, which is currently developing the vaccine, which is in phase 1 trials for testing. However, according to scientists, they say that the first vaccine that is developed may not be the best, though there are promising signs that the virus vaccines will be successfully developed, and there's a number of them that are currently being worked on. An expert cautioned everyone on Sunday, saying that the first vaccines that become available may not be the most effective. Dr. Peter Hotez at Baylor College of Medicine said on NBC program Meet the Press that some early access vaccines may only be partially protective. They may not be entirely effective. And then echoing what this doctor said on NBC, another doctor from Beth Israel Medical Center in Boston, who led the monkey trials, said what people don't realize is that normally vaccines take many years, sometimes decades, to develop and actually perfect. And he said what we're trying to do now is make a vaccine in 12 to 18 months, which is really unheard of. It's really almost impossible. He said if it does happen and we do develop a vaccine that is truly effective and actually works, it's going to be the fastest in history to be developed by far. There's no other vaccine that has been developed as quickly as this would be if it is to work. So he said we just have to be careful and know that right away it may not be as effective as it should be. And ultimately, the virus will still be around as long as people are not comfortable taking the vaccine. If not everyone is comfortable taking the vaccine and the vaccine isn't fully effective, well then the virus will still be around and people will still be getting the virus. Moving on is late last night, Donald Trump tweeted that schools should be reopened ASAP. With this school year currently over for most schools, he says that in the fall, most schools should be reopened. He tweeted this after Steve Hilton of Fox News happened to be talking about schools and urging them to reopen in the fall, saying how it would cause needless damage if we didn't reopen schools. So then Donald Trump tweeted this after he said this. In addition to this, a Politico and Morning Consult poll published last week found that 41% of Americans said it would be bad to reopen schools this fall, while about 1/3 said it was a good idea. So it seems like everyone's pretty split on whether students should return back to school or they shouldn't. And this is important because it brings up issues of childcare, because normally most people have their children at school during the day when they're working. And while schools are currently closed, and if they're closed in the fall, it causes issues and creates problems for parents going to work. And then finally, before we get into the new round of stimulus checks, is with Washington, D.C. reopening. Until this weekend, Washington, D.C. had 11 straight days of declining community spread of the virus. So they had declining numbers of virus cases. The city said that had 14 days of decline were needed as one of the measurements before moving forward into stage 1 of reopening. However, this weekend, after 11 days of declining cases, they had a spike in the number of cases. So they said now they may not go back to day number 0 and start the 14-day process over again of having declining number of cases. They say they may just reset it to day number 11 and see how it goes after that. This is important because as states start easing restrictions, we may see cases start to rise again, and a number of states may come into the same issues that we're seeing with Washington, D.C., with a spike in the number of cases. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Moving on, let's get into the new stimulus check and what's going on there. I've had a lot of questions about confusion going around. People have been asking me about a $4,000 stimulus check, a $5,000 stimulus check. So today what I'm going to do is I'm just going to address some of the questions you guys have been asking and try and clarify everything that is going on. Okay, so we're going to go over two proposals that I've been hearing a lot of questions about. The first one is a $4,000 stimulus check. And what this $4,000 proposal that you've been hearing about is essentially a tax credit for skills training. So you can get this money, but it only can be used for education and improving your skills. So for courses or education, that's it. You can't use the money for anything else. And remember, this is just a proposal by a couple of people. It's not a huge 1,800-page bill. It is a very, very small proposal, and it most likely won't go through. And the next one that you've been hearing a lot about is the delayed Social Security benefits, which is a $5,000 stimulus check, which just delays when you will receive your Social Security benefits. Essentially what it is you're taking a loan from yourself in the future. And what you're doing is you're getting $5,000 today in exchange for getting a delay in your benefit payments. And again, with this one, a lot of people have been saying, is this one going to go through? Well, this is just another small proposal, and it's not another 1,800-page bill. It's just a small proposal that most likely will never go through, because the most important information and the most important proposals right now is that the House Democrats proposed the HEROES Act, which includes the one-time $1,200 stimulus check. That is the big proposal right now. And then in addition to this, the Republicans in the Senate, they're talking about giving immediate support and direct payments to Americans. They're not talking about doing a loan, taking money out of Social Security. They're not talking about doing a tax credit. The Republicans in the Senate, they've said that the next virus stimulus package will not exceed $1 trillion, and it's going to focus on getting money into the hands of Americans with immediate support. So based on what they're talking about, they're not going to be giving money for skills training. They're not going to be taking money out of Social Security benefits. They're simply going to do another round of stimulus payments, direct stimulus payments to Americans, and they want to not exceed $1 trillion in the total package. So if you guys are hearing about other packages for a $4,000 or a $5,000 payment, most of those are never going to go through. While they were proposed, they're very, very unlikely to go through. Right now, the main thing we need to be looking at to figure out how much money we're going to be getting in a second stimulus package is look at what the Republicans in the Senate are talking about. And right now, Mitch McConnell, who's the Senate Majority Leader, he's talking about direct stimulus payments, and the package cannot exceed $1 trillion. So what that means is we're probably just going to get another one-time check. So anyways, that's what's going on in the world today with states reopening, second round of stimulus checks, and the economy. Our three stocks to enter today's giveaway. The first is Fiverr, the second is Slack, and the third is Twitter. So make sure to comment down below these three stocks. Also, like the video and be subscribed to my channel. I'll be announcing the winners in tomorrow's video. Also, in addition to this, I want to announce the winner from yesterday's giveaway. And the winner is, I'm going to put it on the screen right here. So congratulations, I'm going to be messaging you and I'll be sending you your free stock later today. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you sign up for the Webull investing app. 1 free stock when you sign up for Robinhood. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.